All right, this is the one we put up as the sneak peek poll this week on Facebook. Do make sure you go find us, the Middle Classholes on Facebook. And it's a simple question. And Wes, I'll pose it to you first. Would you rather have your only mode of transportation be a donkey or a giraffe?
All right. I vaguely remember some of the people that answered this, and I'm sure you'll probably echo what they had said. Do you have to feed these animals?
Yeah, they are your mode of transportation. So I'd say feeding them would be much like putting gas in the tank of your car.
Got you. Okay. Based upon that, and based upon where I may or may not go, I feel like the most simple answer would be the donkey. I don't have to feed it nearly as much. It's not nearly as dependent upon certain things. I just shave these goddamn 3 foot by 3 foot paws that they have of I don't know if you guys have ever seen anyone. I've never done it, but
I've never shaved a donkey. No,
no. When they shave the bottom of a hoof of a horse, you have to do that. You have to do that with these animals, giraffes included. I just feel like the amount of it's just, I think those animals, big heart. You have to feed them a lot. They have to rest a lot. Donkeys are resilient. I'm going with the donkey.
Okay, Alan.
That's fair. I mean, that was my initial thought too. Donkey seems like kind of an easier job, but so I started doing a deep dive. They live roughly the same amount of time,
which is
so about 25 to 30 years.
Okay.
So didn't really
both of those pricks live 25 to 30 years.
Yeah. So that didn't really help me make my decision. But I think somebody did mention it, and it was my initial thought when you posted it, was that the fighting prowess of a giraffe, I think, supersedes the whatever a donkey brings to the table. I mean, the giraffe brings exactly the same thing, sans fucking long whipping neck with fucking 50-pound skull attached to it. So I think the no-brainer is the giraffe in my opinion. And if it doesn't inconvenience me any more than putting gas in my car to feed said giraffe, then yeah, I'm good with it. I'm taking the giraffe.
Yeah, I'm going to go through some of the comments. Nick says a donkey. They can walk on narrow cliffs. They have amazing eyesight. They're sure-footed. Perfect handling, 10 out of 10. Mike says, assuming the giraffe is amicable and trainable with commands, I go long neck. It's faster, I think, for sustained speed. I agree with that as well. And then Larry's the one that brought up that they're badasses in fighting scenarios. I actually felt like I was going to take the giraffe, and you got to hold with me for a second on this one. I feel like you actually have to do less explaining as to why you're riding a giraffe versus why you're riding a donkey. I feel like a donkey is so common that if you're riding a donkey, people are going to be like, why the fuck are you riding a donkey?
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, it's my only mode of transportation. But then it's like you're riding a giraffe. It's like, hey, look at the guy riding the giraffe. That's awesome.
And nobody even asks why.
Yeah, nobody asks why, because it's just it's so out of the ordinary that it's amazing. And if you want to get up to top speed, the gallop of a giraffe is like about the same, if not faster than a horse. Yeah, they got the tall neck and all that stuff. Maybe if you're going through the Harbor Tunnel, it might, but they'd still fit in there. I think they're only like 20 feet tall. That's got to be higher than 20 feet, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's ways around that, though.
Yeah,
the Harbor Tunnel, you can just go through Route 40.
Yeah, just go around.
You ride to an outdoor concert. You're able to see above everybody else. You don't even have to leave your seat. I just feel like the giraffe is just a far superior creature for everyday transportation. Yeah. It's like taking a Ferrari versus taking, a Chevette. Why would you want to ride around a Chevette when you could ride around the Ferrari?
No one's looking at the fucking giraffe be like, that's a goddamn Ferrari of animals right there.
But if you're going to ride an animal, you might as well ride in style.
It's like a crossover.
It's the SUV of the animal world.
It's like a, like Dodge Caliber or something. You know, a nice crossover, safe soccer mom mobile.
The Brendas
like
of
But with a little giddy up. You know, it's a Dodge, so it's got hammy.
I was thinking more like the Pontiac Aztec of the animal kingdom.